Good morning and welcome to the Craft House Magic vlog. So today I'm going to show you my day of actually bag making. So I've got about 8 bags I think to make today, although I have already cut them out, so that'll save a little bit of time. So I'm not going to show you all the details because I do have a pattern or full instructions of how to make my project bags. That is a paid for pattern, so I will leave links to that in the description bar down below. But I do have video links to all the stages, so you should be able to follow along if you're a beginner sewer. So today I'm going to batch sew all these bags. So I'm going to do all the pieces that need to be sewn all in the sort of lighter thread, and then I'm going to change my thread and sort of batch sew those once I've done the first set. So I've got quite a number of different Liberty print bags to make today. This is one of the lovely new prints that I've got. Isn't that gorgeous? So that one I've already made ready to go, but I do have obviously these few more to do. I have got my handles prepped as well, which will be nice to sort of get started straight with the sewing. They don't all come with handles, it's just some of them I need to put on, and I have actually done a little bit of sewing already this morning before I got dressed. You can see me in my pyjamas in these clips that are running over my voiceover here. So I really love doing batch sewing actually. It's really, I just find it so fun and relaxing, so it's quite nice I've got all sewing to do today.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right.
So here I've sewn 2 panels together for the front of the bag. You can see sort of what it'll look like. I'm giving it a press, and I'm going to do all those at the same time so that it sort of saves on time when I sort of batch sew them together. But they're all different sort of bags. So this one is a small version of a different print, and you can see what it looks like. I tend to use a small little ironing board actually, because I find it nice and easy to have that next to my sewing machine so that I can iron quickly without going too far. Plus my room is quite small, so if I have my big ironing board I have to do the ironing in the hallway.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
So I'm now layering up my front panels onto my wadding, which I've already pre-cut so that it's ready to go. It probably takes me just as long to cut out almost as it does to sew the bags, with all the little bits and pieces and prepping the little lobster clasp and ribbon, etc. So just layering them up. This is a polyester wadding which is called Soft and Bright that I use. I sell it by the metre in the shop as well as in the kits. But I like this because I don't have to worry about it can be washed really easy. You can have a polyester and cotton mix, which is 80% cotton and 20% polyester, which is nice for quilts, but I do find that this material is really nice for bags because it is nice and light and easy to wash. There's some little small ones as well. Just move my ironing board and do a bit of prep work here. So I'm now layering up the pockets and the rest of the bags together. So I've just decided to change my threads to the grey, to batch sew some of the grey stuff first, and then I'll switch to another colour. This is my Oracle thread. This is such a nice quality, and it actually has a little bit less fluffiness to it than some of the other threads, so I do love it. I've got big cones here because I sew an awful lot, but I do sell the smaller reels in the shop. Mainly just the standard colours, but I do have a range of some of the colours on the smaller spools as well. That's the top thread nearly sorted. Thankfully I've got a needle threader, which helps because my eyesight isn't brilliant. Change the bobbin thread. And we're all set to sew. Now I normally just keep the bobbin threads together with the colour so that I know it's that thread, because I've got some different quality threads. So I keep the bobbins together because then I know that that particular cream thread goes with this main spool of cream. But I did end up getting some of these spools for the smaller ones. Oh, I've got some that I've attached there. So I've got a smaller spool, one of these attaching clips, which keeps it together nicely. Only trouble is they don't fit in the big ones, which is really annoying. But I'll have to keep an eye out to see if I can find some that do fit on the bigger reels.
Keep the sky on your mind.
So I just took my bobbin out to change the thread, and I thought actually I could do with giving my sewing machine a bit of a clean, because it always stitches better when you give it a clean. Look at the state of this machine. Ah, look at that. Oh my goodness. I haven't cleaned it since days ago, and I've done a lot of sewing, so I should really get rid of all this lint. It really does affect the way the machine sews. I'll give this a brush, and I like to try and brush all inside the machine as well. Poke it in here and collect any bits and bobs, and then put it back together, and then give the back of the bobbin a little bit of an oil, just with a tiny bit of oil on the back, and put it back together. You can do this with the hoover, but I haven't got the hoover out because Jensen's gone to bed and it'll probably wake him up. So I've got my oil, put a tiny bit on my finger. I just do it on the back of my bobbin case, and I do this, make sure I do it at least once a day when I'm doing a full day of sewing. If I've gone through one or two bobbins, I think, oh, I probably should give it a clean. Sometimes I don't do it as much as I should, but there we go. Load it up with some new thread, and back to sewing. So I've managed to finish one bag, although I need to put the drawstring and press it. And I've done all the actual pockets for the other bags, and I've top stitched the sort of outside panels onto the wadding. I'm not going to do any more because it's getting a bit late. It's gone 9 o'clock, so I'm going to continue the vlog on another day so that you can see my progress on the bags. But you can see my new style clutch bag handles, but they do look better once I've given the bag a proper press. But that's what it looks like so far. This is the gorgeous Cosmos Field print in the Liberty print fabrics that I've got in the shop. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. So I've got all these bags to try and finish today. I'm not quite sure whether I'll get them all finished because I've got some samples to dye for yarn clubs as well. Excuse my fuzzy hair, and I've got a pen in my hair as well. It's a good place to keep a pen. I'm starting to assemble a couple of these, and then I'm going to dye the yarn samples for the yarn clubs, and I'll show you how I've got on a little bit later. So I've got my panels together to sew the actual bags. This one is a lovely blue Liberty print. Once I've sort of got it together so you can see the actual fabric, I'll show you what it looks like. So I've decided to do a couple of the zipped bags first. So I've got one of the Mull Fox gloves bags to put together in the small size zipped, and I've got one of the Highlands ones to do as well, so I'm going to do those two at the same time. So first of all, I've done all the pockets yesterday, but I'm going to put the little lobster clasp with a ribbon on. I'm going to attach that before I do the next bit, but I will do the zipped ones all together just because I like to sort of batch sew. I don't like, after I've done all the pockets, I don't mind doing those all together, but I don't like batch sewing too many bags at the same time because I feel like it's like a never-ending cycle of not getting anywhere. So I'd rather do sort of 5 at a time really. But I'm going to do these two small zipped ones at the same time because they're the same size, and I can tick those off the list and go on to the drawstring versions. Just popped down for a cup of tea. And Jensen's doing some colouring in.
Feet.
Feet?
Feet yellow?
One.
1 foot yellow?
Yeah.
Which one?
I want purple.
This one purple, that one yellow?
Yeah.
I don't know who's having more fun. Oh yeah, he's got a purple foot. Look at that. Wow, you kept in the lines lovely.
So actually it's quite late now. It's actually 8 o'clock, so later on the second day, and I have managed to sew a lot of these. These ones I've already pressed. I've got a Highlands and Islands bag. I'll get these out of the way so you can see a bit better. Highlands and Islands large zipped. I've got a medium Mull Fox glove, and this one's got handles on as well. I've done a berries one, I think it's yew berries. This is one of the Christmas fabrics with the handles on as well, with a drawstring. I've done a drawstring one with handles, which is the toy, what's it, toy tree? That was a toy tree one. Love the cute little things on the Christmas tree, this pattern. So that's another Christmas print. And then I've got a few more here to press, so I'll give those a press. I've got a couple more of the Mull Fox gloves in the small and large zipped versions. I've got another one of those to press. Or I've got a small one as well, so lots of those, very popular this week. A small Highlands and Islands, and then I've got two here in with the handles. This one is the blooming flower bread print, but this one's really creased, it needs a press. And then I've got the Cosmos field one that needs pressing as well. So I've managed to finish all those, and I'm hoping if I can give these a press and I can pack them, hopefully I'll be finished by 10 o'clock this evening. So some days I do end up working quite late, but I do love sewing, so I don't mind at all. And I actually really enjoy packing orders as well. It feels like it's sort of finished and I get those posted out to everybody. So I'll get on with the ironing bit. I finished pressing them. It looks quite impressive all piled up, doesn't it? I now need to start packing orders, so hopefully I can get that done before I go to bed this evening. I can do the labels for the actual parcels on my computer, which is brilliant, nice and easy. I can get those labelled up and I can get the postman to collect from my house in the morning, which is really handy because Adam has broken his big toe, so he can't really go driving around, so I'd have to go to the post office. So much easier if I get the postman to pick it up from here. So I'll start packing. So I wanted to quickly show you what the medium-sized bags look like with the handles. So this is a drawstring version. So this one looks like this. I'm really pleased with how the medium ones have come out with the handles actually. And I really need to make myself a set with handles because I haven't got any yet. It's the normal bag inside with the little pockets in. So my medium-sized bags, I've got 2 pockets in. My large ones have got the 3 pockets.
29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. This really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
So I'm now on the computer putting all the weights of the parcels in, and my website automatically goes onto the Royal Mail click and drop website. The information goes through and it tells the click and drop website what address I need to post things to. So I just need to adjust any customs information and put those weights in, and it should print out all the labels for me, so that's exciting. So once I've put all the data into the computer, I then pay for my labels, print them out, put them on, and then they can be collected tomorrow, which is brilliant. And then I can have a nice cup of tea before I go to bed. It's now 10:30, but I have finished all the orders. They are all ready to be collected tomorrow by the postman, which is brilliant. I don't have to leave the house. I've got extra time to work at home. And they're ready to go. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will be back next week with a proper podcast episode. So see you then. Bye.
Just as surprises.